Adding captions to your videos is one of the fastest ways to grab attention today. Transforming those long webinars into short, punchy clips seriously boosts your overall reach. Many successful creators even report seeing double-digit percentage increases in their views just by doing this one thing. If you're serious about consistent growth, this repurposing task is the easiest, highest impact move you can make right now. So today, I want to walk you through an entire workflow that makes this entire process much less painful than it sounds. We will cover how to take any long recording, be it a webinar, podcast, or interview, and turn it into a stack of ready-to-post shorts. This system will handle the captions, the pacing adjustments, and even the initial scheduling for you, making the process totally fuss-free. Just a quick note, I promised I would put this guide together once the feature set felt completely stable. I'm going to show you exactly what I do and explain why this method actually saves you a huge amount of precious time. We'll also explore some creative ways you can style these clips so they don't just look like every other short video out there. The great news is that you absolutely do not need to be a professional video editor to make this workflow successful. Most standalone captioning tools you see advertised will add subtitles, which is a good start. But then you are left manually finding the most interesting moments in the footage. After that, you still have to trim them down, export potentially 100 different files, and then schedule every single one individually. That manual repetition is what we call the grind, and it burns creators out fast. This platform I'm showing you automates much of that tedious process from start to finish. It intelligently finds those viral-worthy moments inside your long video automatically. Then, it builds the short clips, provides a place to manage them, and even helps with the final publishing step. While some advanced features might live behind a paywall on most services, this workflow is far more creator-friendly than alternatives that charge per export. It avoids those awkward, time-wasting manual steps that other solutions force you into. So, let's look at how this actually works in practice for a real-world example. You begin by simply uploading your long video. Maybe it's a talk, a workshop, or a guest interview you just finished. Vizard's artificial intelligence then immediately scans all of the content looking for key markers. It automatically identifies high-engagement segments based on what tends to perform well in short-form content. This includes searching for punchlines, surprising facts, or any genuinely emotional moments within the recording. The system then generates multiple short clips that are already paced perfectly for social media platforms. These generated clips feature clean, sharp cuts and maintain natural conversational beats. And yes, they come with captions already layered right onto the video content. The automatic captioning feature is surprisingly accurate right out of the box. You always have the option to jump in and edit any line of the transcript if you spot a small mistake. This is the part that everyone consistently loves because accurate captions directly translate to higher viewer retention. Higher viewer retention is precisely what tells the social algorithms to start recommending your content to new people. Now, let's get practical about what happens after the initial clip generation is complete. You end up with a dedicated library of shorts, all conveniently organized by their original timestamp and identified topic. From there, you can easily jump in and make quick visual adjustments to polish them up. You can change the font style, add your specific logo placement, or bring in a complementary background graphic. You even have the ability to drop in a relevant B-roll clip to make the visual more dynamic. Unlike some other restrictive tools that lock you into one rigid style, this system offers flexible templates. These templates let you keep your branding consistent across the board without having to obsess over every single thumbnail design. If you want that cohesive, on-brand look across dozens of new clips every week, using these templates makes the whole job painless. I want to share a few specific things I've tested recently that I think you are going to really like. First, the auto-editing does an incredible job at finding the best clip boundaries for maximum viral potential. However, sometimes you might want to gently nudge an edit point, or just tighten up a specific beat a little bit. That level of micro-adjustment is simple to do using the built-in clip editor interface. Second, remember that the captions are fully editable on a per-clip basis, which is super helpful. This allows you to quickly correct any misheard names or new slang terms that the AI might have missed. And third, the artificial intelligence actually labels each generated clip with a short description and suggests relevant hashtags for you. While those suggestions aren't always perfect, they undeniably save you a significant amount of time otherwise spent brainstorming titles and tags. One of my absolute favorite features in this entire process is the auto-schedule functionality. You literally just set the desired posting cadence for each platform. Maybe 1 clip a day on TikTok and 3 a week on Reels. The system will then automatically queue and post everything according to those exact preferences you set. This means no more dragging exported files into a separate third-party scheduler or remembering which account you need to switch to next. If you're managing the busy channel while also juggling client work or a full-time job, this set it and forget it function is a lifesaver. If you prefer to stay hands-on, the integrated content calendar gives you complete oversight of everything. You can preview exactly what the upcoming posts will look like before they go live. From the calendar, you can easily reshuffle items around or add platform-specific custom captions or calls to action. Let's take a moment to be completely real about the alternatives available on the market right now. Tools that only handle captions or only handle basic trimming are fine for one-off videos, but they simply don't help you scale your output effectively. Other auto-editing platforms might snip clips decently well, but they often leave you hanging when it comes to bulk branding or scheduling. Then you have the enterprise-level tools that charge a significant premium for batch exports and team collaboration features. Those higher-end tools are usually complete overkill if you are a solo creator or part of a small team. This platform finds that perfect sweet spot in the middle of the market. It successfully automates the most repetitive parts of the job without removing your essential creative control. Crucially, it centralizes your distribution, meaning you don't need 5 different separate apps just to get from raw footage to a published clip. Now, let me share a few creative ways you can use these newly created clips that go beyond just the standard post and pray strategy. First, you can use a very short clip as a micro teaser designed to drive traffic to the full-length episode. Choose a compelling 30 to 45-second moment that only hints at a bigger underlying story. Then add a lower third graphic that explicitly says something like, "Full episode link is in the bio," and track those click-throughs. Second, take the absolute strongest, most impactful clips and repurpose them as short-form paid ads on the platforms where you already have an existing audience. A short, powerful testimonial or a dramatic reveal often converts exceptionally well in this format. Third, you can compile several clips that share a common theme into a longer short-form highlight reel. That best-of-reel format works wonderfully for platforms like YouTube Shorts or when posting to Facebook. If you enjoy getting a little fancier with your on-screen graphics, the platform makes hiding the original speaker easy. You can then layer those sharp captions visually over completely different B-roll footage or clean branded backgrounds. This visual trick is perfect for creating those popular quote-style posts or when you need to illustrate a point visually without showing the original speaker's face for every second. You can also utilize the timed element feature to add little circles or arrow highlights exactly when a keyword appears in the captions. Adding these small touches dramatically increases the overall visual polish without requiring you to have deep motion graphics expertise. I have a couple of very practical tips for you before you start mass-producing clips for the week. Always generate your short clips after you have finalized all the edits on your main long-form video. If you plan to trim the source video itself, do that cutting first. Otherwise, the AI timecodes will likely shift and the pics will be slightly off. If you do need to remove a section from a generated clip later, it's often easier to just rerun the extraction on the final cut. Also, it helps to plan your captioning workflow in advance for maximum efficiency. I personally do a quick initial pass just to correct obvious transcript errors. Then, I do a second pass to optimize the text specifically for each platform, like shortening lines for TikTok versus Facebook. I do need to mention one small limitation worth noting for advanced users. The per-clip timing controls, while intuitive, are not designed to be hyper-granular, down to the millisecond. You can easily nudge the start and end points and trim down a beat, but you won't get frame-by-frame keyframing like a heavy-duty NLE. For the vast majority of everyday social creators, this speed focus is actually a feature, not a bug, keeping things quick. If you truly need frame-perfect edits, you can always export and finish the piece in Premiere or DaVinci Resolve. However, for the overwhelming majority of social media clips, the precision offered here is genuinely more than sufficient. I also want to quickly call out the system's excellent language support capabilities. The machine transcription engine handles a wide variety of different languages quite well right now. If you are a multilingual creator, this feature alone can save you several hours every single month. Be aware that machine transcription isn't always flawless for every single accent or niche dialect out there. You should still expect to do light cleanup edits on tricky proper names or very niche industry jargon. But overall, this feature saves hours of painstaking manual caption creation time compared to older methods. Before we wrap up the whole demonstration, I put together a little free resource to help you hit the ground running. It's a pack of social templates I specifically designed for this exact type of repurposed long-form content. This pack includes things like headline-driven reel templates, clean quote overlays, and a swipe-up style promo template for stories. I also created a short, focused mini-course that shows exactly how I extract clips and polish them. You can grab both of those free assets from the link located in the description or in the pinned comment below. I built these resources because I was tired of tweaking the same tiny visual elements for every single clip. I figured if they save me time and friction, they will probably help you out a ton too. So in short, if your main goal is scaling content output from your existing long videos, this tool removes the true grunt work. It offers intelligent clip selection, easily editable captions, simple visual templates, and built-in scheduling all in one place. It certainly doesn't replace a dedicated editor when you need cinematic polish for a major project, but it successfully removes the daily friction that usually kills creator consistency. The tedious trimming, the exporting chaos, and the manual scheduling drudgery. Compared to other tools that only solve one small piece of the content puzzle, this feels like the whole puzzle snapping perfectly into place. If you have a backlog of long videos just gathering digital dust on a hard drive, seriously give this workflow a try today. The process is simple. Upload, auto-generate clips, clean up captions, pick a template, and schedule it all out. It is honestly kind of addicting watching your entire content calendar fill up automatically without you lifting a finger. Please drop a comment below, telling me what type of long-form content you want to turn into shorts. Is it a podcast, course content, or interviews? I will personally share a few format ideas that I know work best for each of those specific categories. All right, that wraps up everything I wanted to show you for today. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and if you end up trying this, please tag me or share a clip because I genuinely love seeing everyone's styled videos. I will see you all in the next video.